What up, YouTube? Sunday night, August the 21st. Simon Says Soccer in the Dirty South. Going to review the Arsenal game from yesterday. Was out of town. Was doing a Spartan race. I was in Clarksville this weekend. If you haven't done that, get at it. It was amazing. So let's get into it. 0-0. After the game, Robbie from Arsenal Fan TV is saying, hey, it's early in the season. They are the champions, and there should be some respect. However, watching that game, even prior to the 70th, 75th minute, whenever we started making some changes, we looked, I think, far the better team. Not that they didn't have some movement, not that they didn't play okay, not that they didn't have opportunities. They did. And we'll get into that in a minute, but I still think we look like the superior team even in that. And I think a lot of that comes down to quality team cohesively last year, but the Conte effect. N'Golo Conte, world-class player. What he did changed everything. Getting the ball so often. When they were fighting to get the ball back from us, first half was like 60% possession for us. Maybe 40, maybe 61-39, something like that. We did the deal on him, possession-wise. And from the midfield, looked good. Midfield to offense, the final third, just looked untidy. There was never a period of fluid movement. What we've grown to love as Gunners, there was never that fluid movement in the final third. And a lot of that plays into the fact that we bought Alexis Sanchez as a winger. That's what he does well. And in that position, he is world class. Never been and never will be an out-and-out striker. He looked lost. Arsene Wenger, you did it with Thierry Henry. Fantastic. Good. Let's look at the past. That's not the type of player he is. They're different players and very tough to compare. Alexis Sanchez, what he does on the wing left to right is unbelievable. But to take somebody from that role, as DT was talking about from London, how can you do that? We want him over there. You're taking away from our team. Unbelievable. But let's be honest, at the end of the game, 70 plus, you bring on Jack, man, incredible. Jack Wilshere played fantastic. And then Mesut Ozil, wow. He dropped the game on its head in a matter of minutes. His first couple touches, first couple engagements in the game were incredible. And you see the gulf in class between the defense and midfield of Leicester City and when a guy like Mesut Ozil comes on. And I think Jack Wilshere, unbelievable the way the game changed. Giroud coming on, Jack, and I can't remember who came in for whom, but I couldn't believe Theo didn't come off. To me, Theo had to come off. He had too many opportunities and damaged them. And it seemed like he and Giroud, a couple opportunities were fighting with each other. And Theo just not a great finisher and hasn't been consistent over his career of 10 years. He got maybe 80 goals, eight a season. And that wasn't most seasons. He just had some good seasons in between because of so many injury. So not a great finisher. I'd much rather there was a situation in the 75th, 76th minute where he took the ball, had a really nice half turn, and then pulled away from the center of the goal and then shot. When Giroud alone on his left peg would have played perfectly into him if he would have not been selfish. But Theo's out to prove himself after 10 seasons. Played for the team, period. But, man, he had Kasper Schmeichel out of the goal, 85th, 86th minute. And we were gutted, let down by Theo. Incredible. fell to his left, tried to chip him, and the ball came off the ground. I don't know, a foot. I don't understand it. He was off his line. It should be a pretty easy chip for a professional football player at Arsenal Football Club. It makes no sense whatsoever. But some positive things to talk about. Petr Cech, as always, made some consistent, incredible decisions at the right times. Some positive things. There were 2 penalty shouts by Leicester. I think both of them were trash, especially the second one from the new guy, maybe Musa. Man, why don't they just play football? They do everything they can to jump inside the box. I don't understand it. It pisses me off as a football, even in the youth league. And I'm a coach for years. And when I see a kid, a player, a professional do that, it is disgusting for our game. And that's the first interaction. He comes in, he gets around Bellerin, and then he slows down and cuts across his body inside the box to draw that foul and then jumps. And actually he's hurt. It's ridiculous. So I'm so glad Clattenburg didn't call that out, man. Fantastic calls from him. Even the fact that he was motioning for him to get up, because that was pure trash by Musa. And he's a good player. I don't know why he needed to do that. If he's that fast, just keep moving with the ball. But our defense, Laurent Koscielny, oh my God, to bring him back in had to happen. And then it allows Rob Holding to be young and let him go out and rogue more than Laurent, which we needed. But him beside Laurent Koscielny looked a fantastic day. Monreal played a very, very good job. Very, very good game. Petr Cech didn't have a lot to do. And as a goalkeeper, that's what we want. He didn't have a lot to do. Francis Coughlin, for me, man of the match. So many key interceptions to shift the ball back to us. Incredible what he did. And Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, I think he played fantastic. A couple more issues. So in the game, got to hear from a lot of Arsenal Fan TV. Got to hear with Robbie, DT, talking about Claude, talking about Bully, talking about a lot of key figures in our community as Gunners saying, "Look, I have never heard that loud of a presence of Wenger out," and so it's frustrated. For him to talk about one more time after the game, for him to financially talk about 600 employees at Arsenal, that's not his business. That's not what he does at the club. And so he needs to shut his mouth about that. He needs to coach the players and tell the club and the board and the people that are going out buying players and negotiators, telling them the players he wants, period. Let them go pay the money that's needed and quit talking about it. To say that we don't have 45, 50 million pounds for Lacazette is stupid. If it's 60, my God, pay it. Guy scored 5 goals in 2 games. Some of the guys in our club, some of the Gunners on Arsenal Fan TV talking about, look, we only want a Griezmann. But let me make another suggestion. What did Shane Long do to us last year at Southampton? Smashed us. I'd take a Shane Long. We're talking about quality. We need another striker. We need another guy who that's all he does. We need to quit trying to make with something we have or talk about Chuba Akpom or Yaya Sanogo. Oh, my God. We need another striker. I care less who he is. But to say that Lacazette might not be the quality we need somebody. Somebody that plays a different role. Somebody to compete with Giroud. Someone to add 18, 20, 25 more goals a season. And then there we go. There's a Premier League championship. Someone to chip in when Giroud's not playing well. Lacazette could be that guy. 5 goals in 2 games. I don't care who he scored against or how he scored against. Professional football player in a top league. Not the top league. No, we know that. France is not the top league. But still, scoring 5 goals in 2 games. 2 from the penalty spot Saturday. Who cares? He scored them. On our website, Colin Chambers is the top goalkeeper or top goal scorer of the season right now with 1 goal. We even put that on the website, on the app. It's ridiculous. That's got to shift. I hope he does something. And then another comment to talk about the club right now. If we let Joel Campbell go to Sporting Lisboa again on loan somewhere else in the performances they had last year, send Theo Walcott out. If we let him go, the things he did in Champions League last year, the times he got on the pitch, scored huge goals, had huge assists at big moments. Today, 76-minute, Theo Walcott chips Kasper Schmeichel. We win 1-0 away at Leicester. Huge. Guess what? He didn't do that. I'd have loved the ball. Loved if Joel Campbell was playing, the ball would fall into his left peg in that situation. Loved it. Seen him do it before when he was given a chance. I do not understand that. I think that is a bad decision by our club to let him go again. He is a player. Is he a starter all the time, every game, in and out? No, I don't think so. But you don't think someone's getting injured? You think a winger is going to get injured this season? We don't need a guy like him to back us up, high quality. I was in Costa Rica in 2006, and Saprissa was freaking out about this guy when we bought him from. This guy's a quality player, and has been great servant of the club. My God, don't let this guy go. And we got to have quality national team players to back up our Alexis Sanchez. I think it should be Alexis on the left and him on the right starting the game. That's just my opinion right now, what's going on. But it's a point. It sucks. I'm gutted. It doesn't get signed. Mustafi doesn't get signed before the end of the thing. Wenger said, period. I hate to say it, but it's time to move on. My opinion is this. You get Klopp in this season, and he didn't have a contract, and we got Wenger out Klopp in this season, it already been done. The deal would have been bought. If he had the cash reserves we had, he'd already bought them. We wouldn't be talking about this. In the first game of the season last week at Liverpool, and we'd have done the business. But he's unprepared, and he wants to talk about the finances of 600 people at Arsenal. Is he talking about the custodians? How is that his business? We need a guy who's going to talk about football. I don't want to hear about money anymore. Like we don't have it. Most expensive ticket in England. It's pathetic. But got Watford away next weekend, next Saturday. Looking forward to that. I think the team's looking better as our stars come back. I think Jack and Milt in the middle with Mesut Ozil looked fantastic. Hopefully Giroud will start the game, get Alexis back out on the left where he should be. And I think Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain on the right. I think we're going Santi and maybe Francis in the holding. Maybe Francis and Jack. I don't know. But look better, a lot better. So I'm feeling some promise from it. But hey, check me out. Subscribe if you haven't. Like my video if you haven't. More to come from me. Love the game. You guys have a good night. Peace.